hello there. Did you miss me? Okay. All right. Jayme, the Atombomb, Hinshaw. It's been a minute. When I first spoke with Jayme, we had never met before. And if I'm being super honest, I wasn't sure if she was on the particular card we were interviewing about or beforehand. But we had a good talk up at Sweet Talks, and we've been able to keep in touch here and there. So when she was announced to be on this upcoming PowerSlap card, reached out, put out a time. We all committed. We got the interview done, and Mama looks great. She's going to come in. She's going to bring fireworks, the experience, the whole thing. Everybody, grab a beverage, sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, and give it up for Jayme, the Atom Bomb, Hinshaw. And always remember, 3, 2, 1. That's a knockout.
3, 2, 1, yeah, that's a knockout. They call me kamikaze, put you in heaven's lobby. On gas, no brakes, you can never stop me. Nah, no, you can never stop me. Yeah, cause I'm the PowerSlap king.
Slapson, baby! What's good, fam? Hey, we got Jayme with us. Jayme, you ready?
Yes.
That's going to be a good one. All right, let's go. All right, everybody. Welcome to Slap Son. We got the queen in the building. She's back. Hey, Ma, what's up? Let's slap. All right, because we're going to get a knockout tonight, baby. Let's go. Everybody give it up for the Atom Bomb. Jayme Hinshaw. Hey.
Well, thank you for that great introduction.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, it's been a minute. How you been, Mama?
I've been doing good. Sit there just being a mama, you know what I mean, and a normal person, so to speak, there for a little bit.
Dude, well, you look great. You look healthy. Do you feel great? Do you feel healthy?
Yes, I do. I look, like you said, look great, feel great, you know what I mean? Always is a plus. So, yeah, I've been doing great.
Very cool. Very cool. So, yeah, it has been a minute since we spoke. So the first time I met you, it was actually in a live at Sweet Talks when we were trying to figure that whole thing out.
Yeah.
And then we had a good talk. You know, you went out, you did your thing, but since that time, let the people know what you've been up to, whether in the combat life or just your life personally. You know, it's been, I think, Jesus, it might be been over years, Jayme. So yeah, get us caught up on what's going on with you.
I made my debut in Slap. I think December 2024.
Yes, that
So
sounds
yeah,
right.
against PETA, that went in my favor. And then I ended up doing another slap competition. I went up in weight at 125 against Haley J. And didn't end up going my way. That one. I don't believe we talked and we were not in contact with that one. So yeah, that happened. And then I came back, came home, took some time for myself, and then got a regular job, 9 to 5, basically. You know what I mean? That didn't really pan out for me. And then got another call from Slap, and I was like, hell yeah, let's do this. I didn't even hesitate. It was just like right away. As soon as I got the message, it's like, yes, sign me up. I don't care who it is. Just yes, let's do this.
Yeah, I love that. If you don't mind me asking, what was that 9 to 5?
It was in sales.
Okay.
I did all right. It was just some behind the scenes stuff, you know.
I got
Stuff
you. I got you.
happens.
Yeah. No, I don't. Hey, where I was going to go with it is you did the 9 to 5, and then your true calling came actually literally calling you like, hey,
Yeah,
how about you
knocking
want to do
on
a
my
slap match
door.
instead? Yeah.
Yeah, they knocked on my door. They're like, "Hey," I'm all like, "Yep, hi."
Yeah, come
You
on
know.
in. The temperature's nice in here. Yes. Dude, that's so good. That's so great, man. Do you feel like slap really is the spot for you outside of any other combat sport? Do you really feel home here?
Yes, I do. They have a lot of fun, and they're doing it. Community, you know what I mean? Everyone there at Slap has shown me nothing but love, inside and out. So yes, I found a new home at PowerSlap, and I'm here to stay. So yeah,
Dude, I love it.
I'm so grateful for the opportunity.
Good for you, man. That's awesome. It's so interesting because when you get to a spot you want to get to in life, right? Like if your dream is to be in combat sports and power slap comes knocking, especially because it's still a little bit new to the mainstream scene. There's probably people that think, I don't know, but once you do it, the feedback has always been super positive. It wasn't what I expected, particularly live, getting up there. The energy's great. And so I agree with you. The whole community is awesome. Everyone, it's different in combat sports. When you go up, you have your match, and then you might be getting drinks with that person later. Like that's not typical in the combat sports.
It just depends, I think, on just the people, but more or less, yes, it's usually not like that. I know typically a lot of times I wasn't the person to go and have a drink with my opponent after, especially if I lost. You know what I mean? Or even
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
won, I'm all like, nah, I'm not drinking with you. But I have known a few too, and it was more or less, not to dog on the girls or anything, but the girls, like, they're more friendly after a match, and they'll be like, "Oh, let's go have drinks together after," and they'll do their thing, like, that to each their own, but that wasn't my thing, but yeah, like, this is, like, the same but different, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. The same but different. Have you had? So I actually spoke to Jessie. We did a quick live one day. She was outside about to go in for some training. How do you find? How do I say this? I was going to say, how do you find stuff on her? But that's not the right term. Like, how do you find footage of her? There we go. That's better. Is there any way to find footage on somebody who's so new? How do you prep for someone who really doesn't have this background yet? Can you?
Well, like, with this sport, it's not like MMA, it's different. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's the same but different. You get hit, but, it's just different type. You don't in MMA, you're preparing to see their flaws, what they do, where to guard, where to implement your strong suits, you know what I mean? On this, to be fair, all I need to know is her height on this one.
Interesting.
Every fight is different, even if you go up against the same person in slap. As you know, it's not always the same outcome. You know what I mean? So, I just prepare on myself, focus on myself, prepare what I think that I need to do for the match. And basically, that's it. Like I said, just knowing her height. I know that she has done some combat sports before, like me and her have that in common. So I know she's going to be tough. But like I said, it's the same but different.
Yeah, no,
So we'll see how she likes it.
yeah, yeah, there we go. There we go. We'll see how she likes it now. Uh, no, so I've heard about the height thing before in interviews for sure, but I've never heard it put that way before, where it's just like, no, just give me their height. That's all I need. That's interesting, Jimmy. So to you, it's not really, what is beautiful about slap is it is so simple. Like I did an interview with Alan and I told him, the sport is so violently specific, right? Like there's really just the one thing. So I love that. So you feel like as soon as you just know their height is the divisions, we already know what weight they're going to be at. So
Yeah.
it's just a matter of their height and you practice for someone at that height every day.
Yeah. Yeah, and plus I've already had, someone like, my first match was against PETA, and she's the same height as her. Like, as soon as I seen that, and I was like, "Oh, well, I have already competed against someone that same height, so it's nothing new to me." You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Wow. And that can only give you more confidence.
Yeah, like I said, if you're in any type of combat sports, you have to have confidence in yourself. If not, then why are you here?
Yeah, no, that's so true. I joke all the time with people in this fight world that like, I'm never gonna get up there. I'm not gonna do it. And then I did train for a little while, and that just further validated, yeah, I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? You guys are the savages. You guys do your thing. Combat sports, if you have any inkling that you don't want to be there, I should probably get out. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't
no.
you think if like, or is that normal to have some doubts?
Well, yes, as a fighter, like that, it's a mental thing. Like that's why it's constantly you're not just working out your muscles in the gym. You're working out your mental as well because you're constantly battling yourself. Your worst enemy, I think, in any type of sport like this, because doubting like, "Hey, am I doing enough? Like, can I do this?" and stuff like that, and sometimes you just gotta put those aside, and sometimes in life, if something scares you a little bit, then it's probably worth it. So, you know what I mean? Like, if it scares you too much, then yes, I could say that there's a line, but if something's just too comfortable for you, then it's probably not something that you should go into. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, I think
Like, there's a
I just when you were talking, I love that answer because when you were talking, the only person I've seen be super outspoken about the fear of it is GSP. I've seen several interviews with George St. Pierre where he talks about how he's terrified to get in there, and people give him a hard time because they're like, What are you talking about? You're the champ. You're this guy, you know." And I think if people were being honest, they might admit that a bit more freely, but they have to have this persona maybe publicly that they can't
that and
that they
sometimes yeah, that and sometimes a ego thing, and then we're taught in society, you know what I mean, that being scared or fearful is a weakness, you know what I mean? And yes, it is to an extent. Like, don't let fear overcome you, but like let it be known, like it's there. Like there's some type of fear in there. You know what I mean? Like that's just life in life general. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And I think you're right. You know, if it doesn't freak you out a little bit, then it's maybe you're not meant to do it because we can all order on DoorDash very comfortably, but that doesn't mean we should be eating that food. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Hey, Jamie, are you a morning person or are you like a late night girl?
I used to be a really, like, just up all night and stuff like that, and then, I became kind of a morning girl whenever I started doing my regular job. I think I'm just adaptable,
Okay.
like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I asked because with how old is baby now?
She's a little bit over 2, she'll be 3 November 1st, so she's still before like, a little bit before 2.5.
Okay, yeah. Oh man, she's still kind of new. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
No, so I asked that question because when I first became a dad, I was well, truth is, fam, I still kind of have insomnia. Like I just stay up late and late and
Dang.
late. But when that first kid came around, you don't have an option. It kind of tells you what you are.
Yeah,
And then I only had free time still late at night because I finally get him down and he'd go to sleep and it'd be like 11 midnight or whatever. And then I felt like I needed free time on my own, so I'd still
yeah,
stay up till like 2. So
yeah.
I can't I'm just interested to know if that has affected you, given what you would prefer, being a late night person or a morning person, or just being adaptable. And it sounds like you're pretty adaptable, so kudos.
Yeah, you have to be, you know what I mean? Like in this line of sport that I've done and just I think in life, just being adaptable is something that someone a trait that someone really needs to have. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. It'd be nice if we could all have the predictive, life and just check some boxes, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
but
always the
then it would
case.
be boring
It
though,
would be kind of
kinda
boring. Yeah.
so see that there's always a give and take to everything, you know what I mean? Like, yes, it would be nice to know certain things and your outcome or this and that to be able to be well prepared, like how people say that, but who's ever well prepared and said it would be boring. Like how like yeah, what's the fun in that? So
Yeah, yeah. It'd be like I'm an old head, so I don't know if you know this movie, but it'd be like Groundhog Day, but without the fun. Yeah.
yes, that movie. My husband loves that movie, watches it all the time, especially around that time, Groundhog time, and we're constantly watching it, and I'm all like, "Oh my gosh, again, like this movie." But I'll still sit down and watch the stupid thing, like, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
so
Man, you that's love right there. That's love right there. No, I think that movie is a great example, kind of to go along with what we're saying, because he could have just kept living that life and it was very predictable and it was very, you knew what was going to happen.
yeah,
But
like, at first it was fun, right?
right, exactly. That's right. I can do whatever I want. But eventually in life, we either take the route of, I'm going to improve myself so this isn't so predictable, or we just kind of go into that shell and don't do that. And I think that movie is a great validating thing to what we're talking about is, yeah, even if it was predictable, you got to find a way to improve yourself and live a life that you can feel accomplished about. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like, don't be trying to sit there and do the same thing over and over. Like, you wonder why sometimes you're getting angry or stressed out and stuff like that. Like, try something new. Try to learn get a new skill. You know what I mean? Do something, change a little something in your life. It doesn't have to be drastic. Just change a little something and then see how your life improves. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. And what better way, what a better example than combat sports, right? Like for real, every day's, you go into practice, it's uncomfortable. You go up and you're standing up against, somebody that you may have never even seen across the podium from you in real life before, and now you got to slap them. Like, these are things that are uncomfortable, but what it brings you is such a sense of accomplishment. I mean, I can't imagine how you strikers feel. You know, Winning and losing is a different feeling for sure, and I don't wanna be
Yeah.
insensitive about that, but I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
imagine the feeling you feel when you get up there and you do this crazy thing and it gets over and you realize, "Oh, but I'm okay." That was like, is it a sense of, is it a sense of fun? Is it a sense of accomplishment? Or is it just a sense of, "Yeah, I can do hard things and I just proved it."
For me, I don't know. I just love the natural high that you
The
get
high.
from it. You know what I mean? It's like a natural drug, and yeah, it only lasts for a little bit, and then you're always constantly chasing it. So, that's why I always
Yeah,
that's
that's
why we're always right after it's like, yes, like come on, our dopamine, everything's just up the roof, and we're all like, let's hurry up and let's get on another one. It's like, eating a piece of candy or something like that. It's like, I want more.
Yeah, yeah. I've heard, and I've been told several times, I'm sure you've heard this too, that it really is the most addictive drug to, like, stand up there, people cheering for you, and then you do an act of some kind, and they just, like, gotta be so dopamine's the right word. That's gotta feels like such a charge when it's going on.
Yeah.
Is the come down insane, or is that, like, is the come down as intense as when you're
Um, I think it just depends on at a certain level, like, what type of accomplishments, you know what I mean? Or like sometimes even whenever you lose, like I think the downs are more down, but that's just me. I don't know.
okay,
Um,
yeah,
so yeah, I don't know. I guess it's not as intense, but it's something that we notice right away. We're like, oh damn it, like back to this again. Let's try to work hard to get back to that. Like I want that feeling again. So
yeah. No, I think that's real. And again, fighting is just such a cool metaphor for life because that really is life, right? Like, oh, shit, that sucked. Now what? And you have to hurry and, gather yourself as quick as you can and just get back out there, right?
yeah, yeah, just go on to the next. Don't focus on the negative because if you're focused on that, that's what's going to come back. So just, hey, positive, like, hey, I made that through that. I'm still alive and on to the next. Like, I still have opportunities to do it sometime in the future. So, yeah,
Yeah,
just always
absolutely.
positive.
No, I love that. You got to stay positive, even if you got to fake it for a few days. You got to keep the smile on and keep going.
Yeah, right. Doing like those little things where there's actually a study if to smile and if you just keep smiling for like a couple times or laugh, like just giggle a couple times, like I think 5 times or 3 to 5 times, just
Yeah.
do a little giggle. And then after that, you'll just start giggling like actual giggle, like yourself, and you'll just start laughing. So I don't know.
No, I love it. Hey, it's working on me. I'm giggling while you're saying that. So I might have to implement that in my life. Well, we've got this match coming up in March. It's been a minute since we've seen you. It's so unpredictable, but you obviously have confidence coming in. I can even feel that through the camera. You're a vet in the sport, not just in PowerSlap, but in combat sports, overall. And when you think about this match with the newcomer, I like your answer of just give me their height. I got it from here. But is there something inside of you that has that much more confidence because you are a vet and she's new?
No, it's just I have the confidence in myself no matter who's behind like on that behind the podium next to me. So
Okay.
I'm all like no disrespect to anybody. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. No, not at all. No, I was just curious because I can't imagine being a newcomer, right? Like, you can say what you want, but until you're up there, you don't know how your nerves are gonna go. You know what I mean? Whereas you obviously you've been there, you've done that. So that's why I asked that. For 2026, There's been a lot of talk about getting at least rankings out there for women. There's been a lot of talk about getting a championship belt together for the I don't know if they can just put together a title match without rankings, or if you put together the title match first and then rankings follow. What is your thoughts on getting the women the rankings they deserve, getting the women a belt finally that they deserve, and in any particular weight division, do you think we could see any of this happen?
Well, there has to be a division and a calling for it. I know that PowerSlap is fairly new to us women and stuff like that, especially the 115ers. Was my
Yeah,
division,
the little
so
Adams.
to speak, because me and Peta, I guess, were the first ones to do the 115. You know what I mean? So I think they first have to, like you said, possibly get rankings. I know that they were thinking about having the talks in the works with Paige and Van Zant because she does have that name. Like either way, it doesn't matter as long as it gets out there. You know what I mean? They could either do that match and then have a already set and then start doing the rankings from there, or do the rankings and then get a belt. Either way, it doesn't matter as long as it happens. You know what
Yes.
I mean?
Yes.
But yes, it would be nice to be able to get ranked, especially the people that have had matches before and stuff like that, so that we're sitting there and we're fighting for something. We're fighting for a higher goal. I know that we sit there and we have fun and stuff like that and everything. That's cool to go out there and slap the shit out of each other and have fun making money, you know what I mean? But
Yes, sir. Yes.
it would be nice to have something else to chase for. So yeah, I would
Yeah.
love women's bout in any or all the divisions, but like I know it's business, it has to make sense. There has to be enough people on the roster as well, you know what I mean? Like so it might not be right now. Maybe we need to just stack up the roster and with more women and more divisions and or just keep it with a certain amount of divisions, you know what I mean? So it's just not like just bah, way out there.
Right, right.
um
No, that makes sense.
but yeah, you know what I mean? Have like 4 or 5 divisions or whatever, so to speak, and just put that out there, get a lot of people in those divisions and then start from there.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Yeah, it's been fun to have that conversation with a lot of people. It's definitely coming, and I actually put this out there after the awards came out for last year, just to say I don't know what it is, but I feel like our, you know, John Jones, if you will, or Conor McGregor, if you will, in Power Slap, I really feel like the ladies have a better advantage in that. And once they get all these things together, belts, rankings, all that kind of stuff, I really feel like that star that like that's gonna transcend. I don't know what it is. I think it's gonna be one of the ladies, man. Do you ever think about that? Who, if it's gonna be a do you ever think about who might break out and be that star in Power Slap to kind of like supersede the brand and be that face?
You know, it happens all the time, you know what I mean? It's not impossible, especially seeing all the different people that's coming to Power Slap, you know what I mean? The different energies, personalities, and stuff like that. So yes, I do see someone going out there and being the face of it. And let's just put it out there. And maybe I'm biased because I'm a woman. Who doesn't like to see some beautiful women or just women in general just go out there and slap the shit out of each other? You know what I mean? Like it's pure entertainment, especially love or hate us. They would still want to, as long as you watch us, you know what I mean? Like
A
I
hundred
could get
percent.
two shits. Just watch me. You're helping me out by doing that. And um, sometimes even the men, they're all like, oh man, like well, I always see it in the comments, like, will you slap my wife or my girlfriend? You know, mean something like that. So, I don't know. I think there's more interactions possibly for the women. So yes, we might be the ones that I know it usually is a man dominated sport, but us women might be coming up and we might be dominating it. So boys, you better watch out.
Better watch out, Ma. Better watch out now. No, I agree. There's something, dude. I love that you said it that way because I tell people all the time, you can't compete with two women slapping each other. You can't. You have to watch. You have to wonder at what's going on, and you
Yeah.
will watch the whole thing. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just I
Yeah.
don't
No
know what
matter
it
what.
is, but no matter what, it just It has nothing to do with anything except there's something in our DNA, Jayme. When you ladies get up there, the world just turns and they're like,
Or
what's
like
going
cat
on over
fight, girl
there?
fight, what?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yes, it always turns heads. Like I said, you don't even have to know the person or be rooting for that person. You just see a girls slap match and you're like, okay, I'm watching.
Yeah, I love it. It's so true. Well, Jayme, thank you so much for coming on. Always love having you. We're going to be out there in Vegas live, so hopefully we'll see each other again before you get up there. But where can everyone follow you on social media and get to know PowerSlap, get to know you, the whole thing?
Follow me on Instagram. I'm on there most of the time. I do have a Twitter. I forgot my Twitter. I'm not on it. So don't follow me on there. You'll be disappointed. But Instagram, just hit up Jayme, I think _ Hinshaw, or just look up Jayme Hinshaw. You'll find me.
Okay, perfect. Everybody, let's give it up for this lady. Tune in March 6th. It's going down, Las Vegas. Come on now. It's going to be a banger. Jayme, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's let this thing upload. 1 sec.
Okay.